Good morning, students. 7th Standard Social Science Economics Lesson 1 Continuation. Previous class we saw the meaning of production, types of utility. Now we will see the types of production. There are three types of production. First, primary production, second, secondary production, and third, tertiary or service production. Let us see about the primary sector. Example are agriculture, forestry, oil extraction. Primary production is carried out by extractive industries like agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, and oil extraction. These industries are engaged in such activities as extracting the gifts of nature from the earth's surface, from beneath the earth's surface, and from the oceans. பூமியில் கிடைக்கிற நேச்சுரல் திங்ஸை வச்சு இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸில் பொருட்கள் செய்கிறது, உற்பத்தி செய்கிறது, அண்ட் பூமிக்கு அடியில் கிடைக்கிற மினரல் வெல்த்தை யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. These are the mining industry, forestry, agriculture. This is secondary production. This includes production in manufacturing industry, turning out semi-finished and finished goods from raw materials, and intermediate goods, conversion of flour into bread or iron ore into finished steel. They are generally described as manufacturing and construction industries, such as the manufacture of cars, furnishing, clothing, and chemicals, as also engineering and building. Look at this picture. This is engineering and building, cotton industry. An example of this secondary, it is a actually primary sector and secondary sector. Cotton, it is a primary sector, and cotton industry is a secondary sector. They are producing cloth production. And iron ore is a primary sector, and iron industry, that is a material production, that is a secondary sector. Wheat flour from the primary product, and bread factory, that is a secondary sector, that is a food production. Third production is tertiary production. Industries in the tertiary sector produce all those services which enable the finished goods to put in the hands of consumer. In fact, these services are supplied to the firms in all types of industry and directly to consumers. Examples cover distributive traders, banking, insurance, transport, and communications. Government services such as law, administration, education, health, and defense are also included in this service. Defense, banking, education, these all comes under the tertiary production. The most to the gross domestic product of our country is contributed by the tertiary sector, that is a service sector. Factors of production. They are land, labor, capital, organization, or entrepreneurship. Human activity can be broken down into two components, production and consumption. When there is a production, a process of transformation takes place. Inputs are converted into an output. The inputs are classified as referred to as land, labor, and capital. Collectively, the inputs are called factors of production. When the factors of production are combined in order to produce something, a fourth factor is required. Goods and services do not produce themselves, but need some conscious thought process in order to plan and implement manufacture. This thought process is often called entrepreneurship and organization. Now we want to start a industry. Means we need labor, land, labor, capital. Then we need the organization. That organization, if it is there only, we can start the industry. Now factors of production. Primary factors and derived factors. Land and labor are primary factors, and capital and organization are derived factors. Let us see about the land. Land can take on various forms, from agricultural land to commercial real estate to the resources available from a particular piece of land. Land as a factor of production refers to all those natural resources or gifts of nature which are provided free to man. It includes within itself several things such as land surface, air, water, minerals, forest, rivers, lakes, seas, mountain, climate and weather. Thus, land includes all things that are not made by man. Look at this sea, land and characteristics of land. First, land is a free gift of nature. So man has to make effort in order to acquire other factors of production. But to acquire land, no human efforts are needed. And second one, land is fixed in supply. Land is limited and cannot be increased or decreased with human efforts. Third, land is a imperishable. அழியாதது. All man-made things are perishable and these may even go out of existence. But land is indestructible. Thus, it cannot go out of existence. It is not destructible. அழியாதது land. எப்போவுமே ஃபிக்ஸ்டாக இருக்கும். Fourth, land is a primary factor of production. For example, in industries, it helps to provide raw materials, and in agriculture, crops are produced on land. Fifth one, land is immovable. It cannot be transported from one place to another. And sixth point, land has some original indestructible powers. So, its fertility may be varied, but it cannot be destroyed completely. Land differs in fertility. Land fertility differs on different pieces of land. One piece of land may produce more and other less. So, as a gift of nature, the initial supply price of land is zero. However, when used in production, it becomes scarce. Therefore, it fetches a price accordingly.